Today you went and you, for the first time, you took the choir to a TV station.
Yeah, CBS, yeah. And again, I'm being down close that there are no from people with television sets in their house anymore, and I'm hoping that's the case because there's no reason to have it today.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to preach. What I am saying is, we did this for 1,000% for Kirov. The people are going to be looking at this, and we're already getting the feedback. Just from doing this a few hours ago, people are watching it, watching the clip, and watching the music video, and they're like, wow, these are Orthodox kids. This is, I still remember when I walked into the studio, for the first time, and one of the people mentioned to me about my tzitzis hanging out. Like, they didn't say negative. They're just like, oh, because we had Maccabees last year, and they said, so they didn't have those strings.
Like, what are those strings all about?
What are the strings all about? I'm like, it's just, some Orthodox people have them.
No, check out Numbers 14.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, right, exactly. But my point is, okay, this is completely obviously not, whatever, but most people that are watching this are not from, we're talking about millions of people that are going to be able to watch this and maybe have a connection, This is something that's unbelievable, and I don't think the kids even chap what they did today, and what they're doing tomorrow, and what they're, I don't think they're chapping it, and I hardly really chap it, what's going on. But we're only hearing these amazing, amazing stories. I got this. This is a true story. I got this story right before Shabbos. Somebody calls me up. It was a relative. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want that person to understand I'm talking about them. But somebody called me up and said that they played "Those Were the Nights" in their office, and a non-from person, very sweet person, who's actually married to a guy. Watched the video, loved the video, played the video to their kids. The kids now watch that video, then they saw on the side of YouTube, Ashrei, clicked on Ashrei, loved it. So Kol Spell pop up, click Kol Spell, loved it. Clicked on your site, it had the live thing from whatever one of the shows we did, loved it. Went online, ordered every single one of the YBC CDs. It's from public school, totally didn't know anything about Shabbos, and they're listening to Shiva's choir music. The little kids. Who knows what will happen from that? But when I hear that story, I'm telling you,
You're succeeding.
A whole different thing on Shabbos. I was on a different planet. So I was so excited.
So would you call yourself, coming from the Lubavitch background, I'm looking at this, but would you call yourself the shliach to music?
I wouldn't call myself anything. I call myself Eli Gerstner, and I call myself. I'm trying to use my talents for whatever Kosh Baruch Hu gave me. I'm trying to just use it correctly, and I hope I am.
Because it seems like you're giving over this label to Universal and taking the Hanukkah album that we already had in the film world, putting it out in such a general way. And you can go on to AOL Music and you can hear the whole thing now. Mm-hmm. It's all out there. I'm guessing this is what you're thinking. This is your line of thought.
I'll tell you something. People ask me, why would Universal want to sign you for? It's Jewish music. Why would they? These guys are smart people, okay? They really know what they're talking about. They told me, it's coming from people that are not Jewish. They said, I told them I released it already in the Orthodox community. And they're like, okay.
Like, no worries.
Okay, Orthodox community. They said, but that's called a limited release.
Uh-huh.
He said, do you have any idea how many millions of unaffiliated... They're telling me, Goyim, not even how many unaffiliated Jews there are that we're going to be able to reach now. Now they're talking about reaching for their pockets, maybe, But I'm hearing that, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing, Okay, they said we needed a happier song, because Daddy Come Home was the only song at the time. The song I think so. Right away we wrote Those Were the Nights, with Country Yossi, whatever, and we put it together pretty quickly and put it on the CD last second. But
so how long have you been working on this deal with Universal?
It's been a few years in the making.
So already last year when you released it, you knew this was coming up.
Yeah, I actually have to call them permission and say, listen, I put all my money into it, and a lot of time, and I want to release it for Hanukkah. And they said, okay, where do you want to release it? I said, in the Judaica stores, for the Orthodox community. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. no one's gonna hear it. So you put it. So now this is the second year it's out, and it's going around for.
I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I actually went online just to see where I can order from. I ordered it from,
Amazon.
Some place in, I don't even know where it was, like somewhere like I'm telling you now, there's no Jake stores in that area.
Yeah.
And I got it shipped to me.
Hubbardsville, Texas.
Yeah, whatever. It was a pretty unique thing. I actually bought it myself. I said, like, wow, it's like, I bought it. I want to see how it would come wrapped and whatever. And I was excited to see how it is. And I got it in the mail and I saw the postmark. Like, I can't believe where it's coming from, you know. And again, just we saw I saw a review from Alabama. I saw a review, YBC review. You know, I saw a YBC review in the LA Times last week. You know, like, wow, you know.
Sound just like our church music out there.
Right. They compared us to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, whatever. I think they were saying it like in a negative way, and I'm like, wow, I love Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Like 1 star, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, like 1 star. You know, didn't make a difference. I was just very excited.
See, you got it everywhere now.
Baruch Hashem. We're out there. We're out there, and we hope that it does what it does. We hope.
And then you've got now YBC Live 4, which is your show from this past Sukkot. Did a bunch of recordings throughout Sukkot, and you put it. Not too many new songs, but it's taken a lot of songs that we have already. You've done some reversions of them. You have, like I said, you have this like reversion of Shmoy, and you have a lot of stuff live, which is definitely different from the album. The sound on the album is definitely.
Yeah. Well, what we tried doing this time, I don't know if you saw the DVD yet.
I haven't.
You only heard the audio. So what we tried doing now on the DVD is that instead of focusing on the whole show being live and doing one remix with like one music video, we realized that people loved the music video, so we decided to do half and half. We actually did half live concert and half music videos. So we took Daddy Come Home and we did a music video. We took Yevanim, and I mean Yossi Newman did an amazing job on choreography on Yevanim. Did a very cool idea. And we did a full music video on that, and we did a music video on
So there's music videos that weren't released on YouTube that you're going to see.
Completely, and we're going to try to keep them off YouTube until people buy this DVD a little bit.
And then people put them up illegally.
And then we put up Ashrei, and we put Ashrei, and those were the nights on there, as bonuses, because Baruch Hashem, it's been doing very well. But there's so many people out there that don't have access to the internet. I mean, I know we're thinking 2011, but at the end of the day, a lot of people said, we heard about that song Ashrei, where can we get it?
Yeah.
You know, I was doing work with Galpaz. Galpaz distributes our album in Eretz Yisrael. And he was like, okay, is Ashrei on it? Is on the DVD? I said, yeah, it's a bonus. Like, a bonus? That's the song on the DVD we want to sell. You know, people are coming in saying we want Ashrei, and like they don't have internet, you know, or they don't let their kids go on, you know, and watch the Jewish ones, you know. So yeah, it's on there. It's the full version's on there, and yeah, it's something that the people that did the video, this DVD, the On Time Studios guys, Mendel Arowitz and Ari Abramowitz, these guys are truly talented people, and they really are.
It's a very nice work.
They did amazing work. This DVD looks like $1 million, you know, and I just came out today, and I was already told by the distributors that it's close to finishing. We have to start reprinting.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Almost on.
And that's before we did CBS. You know, that's amazing. Just in one day, like crazy. Baruch Hashem. So continue going to the stores. We're gonna make sure there's enough copies for you there.
And then you've got coming. Well, it was supposed to be this past year before Pesach, which is going to be this coming year before Pesach.
Right, the acapella.
The acapella, YBC acapella.
Right.
So that will be coming up.
So that will be out, which is on time. That was part of the reason why we didn't release it. I mean, back then we were saying there was a couple of reasons we didn't really get into it. But one of the reasons was that you know, the people at Universal, whatever, they were hoping that the new album that they're going to release is going to be the Hanukkah album. You know, and if I would put the acapella album out, then like, okay, there's another new album. Like, they weren't like so thrilled that we were putting out another album, another YBC album, like that.
At the same time.
Same time. So that's why also now we waited for the DVD. We released it now. It's December 15th. Our official release date for the CD was November 15th. So we said, okay, we'll give it a month for the Hanukkah album to be new. New, you know?
Yeah.
And then we put the DVD out. And then the acapella album, there's still a couple things that we're changing now on it because
always changing around.
we have to. I mean, first of all, because the main song on the CD was Ashrei.
So that's not
which we then remixed and made it to techno. But we want to still have another brand new song on it, and it's really very excited about it. It's a couple of new songs on it, and it's gonna be a very nice mixture.
So the $1 million question is, when is, I don't know if you want to call it the official YBC 5 or YBC 6, however you want to look at it. When does that officially
Well, I mean, we're like you know, Yossi and I we talk about it. You know, Yossi Newman. We talk about it, and we just say, okay, we got to start. You know,
But you haven't started
with
yet.
just so much stuff going on
So you haven't
that
started
we
really
haven't
yet.
started it yet. But we hope by next Hanukkah. We hope by next Hanukkah it'll be
Sounds
out.
about right.